might disagree here. Is Rubik, how is he against Earth Spirit? When he steals his stuff,
He can't really do anything.
he doesn't get the stones, right?
Yeah, he does not get the stones.
So is Earth Spirit the Rubik counter?
People were doing that for a bit. They were picking like, or when you would like, you see Earth Spirit, you don't really want to pick Rubik too often, but at the same time,
It doesn't
if
really.
Earth Spirit rolls in, you get an instant
catch.
disable, and you can kind of like mess up his whole entire initiation. And you have no field, which is very good versus all the magic damage that comes out from it.
Oh yeah, no field is pretty good because it's kind of wussy magic damage anyway. So
Yes.
all right.
I mean, it also doesn't really stop Rubik from doing what he wants to do anyway, stealing the big spells. You know.
Yeah, just don't steal from the Earth Spirit.
Yes, but you eliminate one possibility.
Well, that's
which is probably worse.
You can still have a good Rubik game if there's 4 heroes to steal from. It doesn't need to necessarily be all 5. You know?
That's a very good point, and that's why it was a stupid question.
It wasn't stupid.
That's actually a good question, Slacks. That
Wow,
was a good one.
hey!
Not everybody understands how Earth Spirit
All right,
works, so you
here's
just
another
educated
question.
a few people out
If
there.
you could live forever,
Oh,
would
Jesus.
you rather?
All right, so third and fourth bands. Let's see, we got a Bat Rider, Beastmaster banned out by EPG, and it looks like a Timbersaw Ember Spirit now third and fourth from Na'Vi as they move into the Spirit Breaker.
Spirit Breaker. I like that.
The
Troll and
Troll
Spirit
Warlord,
Wait,
yeah.
Breaker again. The breaker of bones and the breakers of games.
It just happened to them. So
Yep.
they're like, all right, this looked good. This looked pretty fun. We were winning the whole game, and then we just lost. So let's
have
do
a go.
elements.
I like it. I mean, it's exactly what I was hoping they might do after that last series.
Yeah, it's not looking too great for elements already. I mean, you got some strong picks out there.
It's like it's not even just like you get the battle trance, of course, with the Spirit Breaker, but just having the Spirit Breaker presence near the Troll Warlord with your the empowering haste. Like he is so fast. You actually like S and Y phase boots on Troll plus that you're like running at 550 movement speed throughout the fights, and then you're actually not really that kiteable.
Yeah.
Darkseer, okay.
Third pick Darkseer. And it's surprising to see him make it all this way through.
Wow.
Heavy team fight.
That is a lot of team fight. They're going all in, but I don't know if that's going to work. And there you go.
into the
There's your
Nixie.
answer. How do you stop a bunch of team fight?
Braxy, what are you thinking about these drafts?
Oh, quick picks as well. That Slark was straight away.
comes out too, huh?
Alright.
Well, I mean, Elements has a ton of team fight, right? And now they've got they have the Slark and the Darkseer Ion Shell combo. So I mean, that looks pretty good, but I don't know. It just seems like Troll farms faster than like every hero in the game right now.
Yeah, and they have always Roche potential because of Troll. While you look at Elements and their Roche potential is not so great right now.
Yeah, actually, particularly bad.
Yeah.
3 heroes that really don't do a hell of a lot to Roche.
Yeah.
And TA banned out by Na'Vi here, a hero that could kind of cure that woe we're talking about.
Yeah. As it goes on and on, Elements is just, I don't know. Nyx is just such an emergency break to team fights. Wombo combos.
I mean, it's great against Darkseer, as we already talked about a whole lot, but pretty good against Earth Spirit as well. Magnetize comes out, you get a guaranteed stun. Good Nyx pick.
I'd like to see something like Lena from Elements, but they did ban it. Against the Troll, heavy magic damage, scales pretty well into the game, but of course, Nyx Assassin kind of makes you not want to play that hero.
Right.
And they just don't want it. They banned it.
Is there an obvious choice here for Elements? I mean, what about something like Invoker? Some more team fight to go with the team fight they've already got?
Yeah, Pink can play the Invoker,
Too
yeah.
greedy, perhaps? Maybe you want something a little more high tempo against the Troll?
It just doesn't seem that great against Spirit Breaker and Nyx Assassin. You're just gonna get ran at, and your only real means of fighting is like the Warlock ultimate until you have Shadow Blade up on your Slark. So I just don't think it's enough.
So what are you thinking? What's the go-to pick here, boys? They've still got over a minute to think about
I mean,
this.
they could play like Ember Spirit. Oh no, sorry,
Banned.
no, they can't. It's banned. They could play like OD.
OD?
But then no, you don't want to play OD.
Nothing looks great. Like Spirit Breaker will...
Queen of Pain?
They don't playing int heroes
Yeah,
into the
it's
Nyx
like the
is
same
just always like
situation.
the
It's
ouch.
True.
It's they could just play some like Juggernaut. I don't know. It's hard.
This is a tough one.
I mean, it's already a hard game for Elements.
Okay, what about Medusa? A little bit of late game, some team fight to mix in there. At least, still Nyx. The mana burn
Nyx.
hurts her. Yeah. Who doesn't Nyx counter in mid? Damn it.
They definitely need like a Queen of Pain style hero.
Yeah.
Like even if it's countered by the Nyx, they need something that can kind of
You
just...
can play Puck.
Yeah, Puck
Yeah.
could definitely work. Just that kind of hero that runs around, starts these fights, kind of makes space for Slark to get in the back lines and do his thing. So it could be the Puck. It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think Puck looks okay. Even if it's into the Nyx, it gives you their initiation, which they don't have like that clear initiator. They just have like you run up with Darkseer and Earth Spirit, and then you have a counter initiation kind of from Warlock. But okay, so DK.
Okay.
So we kind of like said that, right? This is like the hero brings them together.
Sure.
That's like my one big concern with Elements always in these games is after the laning phase, their like decision making and their ideas, and Dragon Knight just naturally makes you be able to kind of do that. So I actually really like this pick with the Darkseer.
And it gives them a little pushing power as well, so maybe they can close out the game before Troll gets too crazy. At least a chance to close out the game.
Darkseer DK combo we see for a long
What a
time. We see
Yeah.
a lot.
Saw it earlier today, actually.
Yep.
I'd love to see Dendy play Magnus here, but I don't think he will.
Banned out,
Bands
son.
first.
Oh,
First
there we
banned
go.
by
Yeah,
Na'Vi.
yeah, I'm not good at looking.
That's okay.
Yeah. All right.
Long day.
Could it still be
The sniper.
the sniper?
No. Troll sniper. Let's see Na'Vi do it.
Oh,
they got
Lord,
both of them this
oh,
time
Lord.
around. It's not snow.
Troll, Sniper, Spirit Breaker. It doesn't sound that bad.
What's
Greedy.
he gonna play? They banned TA. Oh, is SF still there?
Yep,
We
he
could
is.
go SF.
The Fiend?
We could go SF.
OD
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. Something like that for Dundee.
Maybe Na'Vi will play like the Queen of Pain or Puck style hero.
Yeah, Quap
But
could be
they've
an
got
option.
options.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they could both be pretty good.
The lockdown on Elements, they do have lockdown, but it's not
Mm.
instant, right? DK kind of has to walk in.
Oh, dear.
Alright,
There's
sure,
the OD.
yeah.
It is OD.
Alright.
Yeah.
Take
Okay.
a nice lane dominator there with their last pick.
All right.
Benefits from Troll D heavily.
All right. So what do we think here, Fogged? Final series of the night. Who's taking game one? Do you have faith in the DK or the OD?
I like Navi's lanes. I'd like the approach that Elements did. I think that that's like the better approach for them to kind of like I keep mentioning, like bring them together after laning phase. But yeah, I
Right.
think Navi's got to take this one.
I mean, they've got the Troll, so it's probably a safe bet, huh, Slacks?
It is a safe bet, but not this time. Zyori. Elements is ready to win. They're ready to go, and they're
Okay.
ready to team fight. I like it with the Dragon Knight. I think we're good.
All right, faith in the Oglogi. I like it. We'll see if it's
Woo!
misplaced. I'm going with Na'Vi. You can't
Uh.
go against the Troll, as we've seen time and time again today. Our final series, game one, starts now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final series of the day. We've got Na'Vi once again, this time up against Elements Pro Gaming. Now, we've just had the drafts done. We've seen how they finish it up. Na'Vi closing up with an OD, Elements closing up with a Dragon Knight. What are your thoughts, Brax?
But OD looks like quite a good pick here.
Yeah.
You got tons of damage now, especially through the Dragon Knight's high armor. Combos up well with the Troll Ultimate too. And they've already got that kind of a Space Maker and the Nyx Assassin and Spirit Breaker to kind of just run around. Of course, Elements do have the Earth Spirit, very, very good against OD. Silences, not fun for OD, but you know, if Elements get going, they have the team fight and the push to force Na'Vi to fight them. You can't actually just not fight Dragon Knight and ignore him. He'll take all your towers.
Yep. Yeah, they've certainly got a lot of push, and they've got a lot of their comfort heroes as well. You know, having
true.
Swift ending on the Slark, something that we've seen him on time and time again here. Obviously, with the way that it's been going for Elements, he has a lot of victories on it, but still not to be deterred from picking the hero.
Slark doesn't sound great in lane against Darkseer and Spirit Breaker.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a lot of threats here.
There
for
is
the
no
Slark.
Darkseer. Darkseer's on his team. So
But the
won't
other
have to worry
threats
about
are
that.
there. The other threats are
Yep.
there.
Spirit Breaker is not very fun to play Slark against.
Let's see what kind of lanes they do end up getting. Who's going to be up here? I mean, I like this. You know, Na'Vi running aggressive. And already, though, yeah, reaction from Elements. They will move to the slot, so it's denning down to the bottom. And they'll put the Darkseer up on the top lane to deal with this aggressive lane that Na'Vi's trying to put together. And yeah, this is just good news for Elements, I think, getting these matchups. We'll see if Na'Vi sticks with it, if they do switch again to try and put pressure on the Slark lane.
Yeah, dodging the lane is definitely very good for them. They did not want to lane against
You
that
gotta do
at
it.
all. But it kind of makes you wonder what Earth Spirit is going to try to accomplish in the early game, because mid lane, Dragon Knight versus OD, he can't really do much in that lane. Top lane is going to be their strong lane as well with the Troll Warlord. So maybe he'll just try to find some experience in the bottom lane. I'm not too sure.
Top lane, Biver. And Highcat doing their best to bully Darkseer out the lane. We'll see how this this middle of the matchup goes. And you know, as you say, this should be a very hard lane for the DK.
Yeah, this is not an easy lane for DK at all.
Dundee can have the control. I mean, yeah, you've got the pre-fire that you can use to get some CS, but other than that, it's going to be tricky potentially for Ping. We'll see how well he does manage to head up, and indeed if any sort of rotation comes in to help him out. Bottom lane, it's getting the slow onto General. Nothing really to follow it up though, apart from just putting the Nyx Assassin away, making sure the space is there for Swift to get the start that he needs, but the pools are already being made. The top lane, as we saw at the start, Darkseer, we're getting an initial bit of harassment down, but are now being able to farm up the wave. LeBron and Gogi coming over to check out this pool Snako and General have made. And we'll try and tell what they can, but yeah, overall these lanes, I think that at least on the side you're a bit happier if your Elements. In the middle lane though,
No mana, he's gonna be okay. But with Na'Vi bringing the Spirit Breaker down into their safe lane, it opens up the map for LeBron on his Earth Spirit. Right now he can go top, pair up with the Darkseer, maybe force back the Troll. But I mean, there's not a whole lot of kill potential in these lanes. Mid lane, Dragonite versus OD, we saw there. Rubik ganking mid, but it's just right clicks for now. And it goes the same way with DK against OD as well. He's never going to be in range to stun or have the mana for it.
He's got a DD rune now, Biver, so he can,
he does.
Can do a little bit more, but it's still not a lot against those 2 points in the Dragon's Blood. Yes, he is fine. But yeah, both safe laners getting the farm at the moment. Both Troll and Slark. Swift turning Pycat 13 for 3, 11 for 5. And the mid lane, Ping still behind, only slightly behind though, or maybe more behind here if they can bring him down. Still with that DD on the Ruby. Biver is getting his money's worth out of the DD. And with that Fate Bar Nash, I think that might be, he's dead.
Pretty tanky, Bunk.
That DD Rubik, it really did it all.
Yeah.
That DD
They
setting
just
up.
beat him to first blood too. It was like by 2 seconds.
The question is if Elements can get a second one out of this. They are looking for General. Chomp down the tree, roll forward. They'll get the catch from Snako. They will hold back that. But yeah, as you said, just like a very, very close in who was going to get that first blood there.
So Na'Vi has a bit of a mid advantage just based off the heroes. OD versus the DK, pretty OD favored.
Yeah.
But Elements have the bottom lane advantage. Nyx Assassin isn't going to get the most amount of farm. Well, now Snako rotated down with the Spirit Breaker, helped him get a bit more. But Darkseer is off to a relatively good start. You know, he's a hero that's very difficult to pressure. And when he's in the safe lane, he can lane pretty much anything right now. But looks like they want to just play around this mid lane. They're charging onto our Dragon Knight here.
Oh, there will be a TP reaction from the Earth Spirit. He does get the brief fire out in time. So damage reduction will be down the right clicks. And the TP in from LeBron will be enough to hold Na'Vi back.
It's like a wet noodle fight in the mid lane.
It is. It's very slow that we're seeing the HPs go down. There's no sort of a massive wham bam burst. It
doesn't exist.
Tickling away each other, trying to bully them out of the lane. And to be fair, all things considered, Ping he's not doing that bad at all. He's on 16 CS against the 18 in a matchup, and the attention that's been brought there, that you would have expected that for the DK to do a little worse, but he's doing fine.
He's doing great, and now Dendy has no mana as well, so they can't really pressure him anymore. Looks like they're going to focus their attentions up onto Mitch. But again, this guy looks pretty difficult to kill under his tower. Darkseer, pretty safe against a lot of these heroes for now.
Dendy does have to be careful. I mean, clarity cancelled. Yeah, this lane is actually turning into a win for Ping.
Yeah, doing very, very well here.
Unable to fully play him out, apart from that one time. And since then, Ping back in, and they know they had to put a lot of attention towards him to get him in. In fact, Dendy's hanging around very low next to this rock.
Oh, they did see him though with that Observer Ward, so he will be safe here.
Yeah, Dendy's just got to get out of there. I mean, they don't kill him, but they do force him away and just free up this lane for Ping.
Well, that is a win for Ping.
There's Snako. TPing in. Not got the mana. We'll shrine up now with Dendy. But won't look to make any sort of a play there onto the Earth Spirit. Bottom lane. Charge is going to be there onto Gogi. We'll see if they have the spells for this, but they don't. LeBron's there quick with the Boulder Smash. Holds back the Space Cow. And Gogi will be protected here. He's getting what he can with this side pull. Mid lane, another attempt made by Byver and Dendi. Still not enough damage and control to bring him down. And on the side lanes, Pycat still leading the CS, but Swift ending as well. Just slightly behind. And, he isn't seeming to have quite as nice a time as the Troll.
There's a lot of pressure on these lanes from both teams, but it does look like it favors Elements a bit because there would be no way they'd be able to lane that aggro. Slark would have pretty much nothing at this stage of the game, and they shifted around the lanes, and it's actually very good for Mitch. It gives him this lane that Troll can't really contest. He's just free farming this lane right now.
He's got Byver to back him up as well now, keeping LeBron and Mitch out of distance. And Pycat, being able to find something as well here from the neutrals. Actually takes a couple of blasts there to the face from the Satires. So we'll have to back off. Mid lane, Ping being gone upon, pops the Elder Dragon form. TP across will be coming through from the wall. Actually going to hold back as they realize that Na'Vi isn't going to look to proceed for more onto Ping. Up top, Pycat is hunting here for LeBron. Very low at the moment. See if Pycat can get any sort of wraparound, and he's going to chop his way through the tree line, and he should find it there, yeah. The Fairy Fire not enough to save LeBron. Dive pretty deep to a tier 2, but he gets away with it, Pycat.
Yep, nicely played.
Yeah. Walks up and takes the kill. It's all good.
We saw DK use the ult in the mid, but it looks like it's not really going to do anything. But typically when you have Dragon Knight on your team, that's like your go.
That's the time to take a tower.
Exactly. Like that's when you want to apply some pressure, hit the mid tower a bit. Sometimes you can't take it right away, but you can definitely chip the tower quite a bit. It looks like that ultimate's not really going to do anything, so I'm pretty unsure of what Elements are going to do to start this game. You know, how are they going to break this game open with their heroes? Warlock needs level 6. That's not happening anytime soon. LeBron is quite low level for now, and it's not like he can really do much mid lane without the dragon form.
No.
So it looks like it's going to be pretty passive for now.
LeBron drops a ward down, but we should have certainly been aware of that. With their ward already well and truly there for the duration of the game so far, first few minutes. Mid lane, TP coming back in from Pink. And it has to be, actually, nicely done there from Elements, and Tenty tries for the deny. Won't quite get it. 100 gold going the way of Elements. Top lane though, Na'Vi finding themselves a lot of pressure onto the tier 1 here. Mitch will do his best to try and draw the creeps away. And mid lane, Dendi actually being gone upon. It's actually going to be bottom low where Na'Vi make the play onto Swift ending. And Elements are trying to do their best to abuse this, but it's actually going to be a quick reaction from Pycat. The sanity's dropped, Dendi kept alive. Pycat now just turning towards Gogi. And not only finding the action down on the bottom lane, Na'Vi, they find the action in the middle as well. 1 kill down bottom, 2 kills in the middle. And Pycat, with Seneko.
Deep for this.
Thinking about going for more. Has to be careful about the LeBron rotation. Pycat low. And we'll get the bash through. Dendi coming back up a little low on health. Has to be careful with Mitch around in the neighborhood, and Swift, respawning straight in. Pycat getting a little too hungry there with that dive past the tier 1.
It was still a nice reaction from Pycat. TP's in, helps secure the kill on LeBron the first time. But, I mean, that's your troll going down. Now he uses TP there too. Now he has to make the long walk of shame to a lane or just hit the jungle.
Another go into the middle again, and now with the damage from the orbs, that's a little too much for this DK. But no mana, no way of holding them back with any sort of stun. Just a Dendi plus a Seneko at this stage will cause the death of the Dragon Knight.
And that OD pick is doing pretty well against the DK. He has the Astral to kind of reset the stun, to counteract that part, and he has the true damage from the orb. DK very, very tanky normally, but not so much against the OD.
No. And that pure damage, absolutely fantastic. In general, making his rotation here with the level 6. Swift Ending has headed back up towards the top lane. He's got the treads to stick the Aquila and on his way towards the Shadow Blade. But he's being hunted, and he does. We'll see if he realizes. General
probably thinks it's a ward. There is a ward in the area, but
yeah, Swift's in trouble now. We'll see if he gets the chance to dart pack, and Shadow Dance is not quick enough on the dart pack. And one more touch, I don't know. He does manage to get out, and he will make it there. Very, very close. An extra bash would have done it. But mid lane at the same time, Elements not only keep, Swift Dendi keeping himself alive, the rest of his team, they clean up Dendi. As soon as they see Na'Vi go for a play somewhere on the map, they look to make a play somewhere else. And this time with the Elder Dragon form, they'll be able to get quite a bit done here as they're already being down onto the tower. Na'Vi will look to defend though. They come in with the charge straight away. Stun as well, keeping the DK in position. But do they actually have the damage without the OD to bring this Dragon Knight down? I don't think they do. He's being healed up by the Shadow Word. They can't go in on him without Dendi. They just don't have the damage on the rest of their heroes.
Well, at least they defended the tower, so not the end of the world for Na'Vi there. They actually, I mean, their tower's relatively healthy. It's at about 50% health against the DK ultimate, and that was 4 heroes from EPG committed to that mid lane. And I guess now they just have to wait for the next DK ultimate. General is lurking, you know, with the Vendetta.
He's hunting. He's going to go for Mitch. The charge coming through as well. Spike Carapace into the Impale, but in fact, the Boulder Smash, they're holding them back, and they'll turn this one around. They drop the Golem. They do lose the Darkseer, with the Magnetizer as well, ticking Na'Vi down. They have to get themselves the hell out of there. Looks like they will just be able to create enough distance between them.
That's no DK, no Warlock ultimate. Big openings here for Na'Vi.
Well, Elements could have had the potential to turn it, but yeah, just not quite enough damage this time on their behalf to do so. 7-3, Na'Vi with the lead. Gold lead as well. Pycat still top of the board on the troll this game. Definitely much the biggest issue. FaZe and Vlad's complete.
Yeah, this looks like go time from Na'Vi here. No Warlock ultimate. FaZe, Vlad's on the troll.
So they're going to feel pretty comfortable out in that.
Oh, and a haste from Identity as well.
Interesting build as well from Denny. So the brown boots, the double null, and then going straight for the Dragon Lance rather than finishing off the treads on the OD.
Yeah, just going for that extra attack range combined with the attack speed from the troll.
Yeah, Astragus, he's got the attack speed there.
OD builds are always so weird. It's always
There's a lot of ways to do it, isn't there?
Yeah. Looks like this tower is not defendable. I mean, there's no Warlock ultimate. How can they actually take this fight? Darkseer needs his levels before he really wants to come to an engagement like this.
I mean, it seems like Na'Vi are a little scared.
Yeah.
They are being careful about how they go about this. Pre-fire stolen. That's a nice steal there for Biver. General on the sideline. I mean, he's got eyes on this. He sees them moving around the trees. He knows the elements are waiting here and there. Na'Vi's going to move forward. They find the setup. Look towards the Spirit straight in with the charge, bringing him down low. A couple of hits there with the orb and brings it out. Gets the Boulder Smash down to 3, but it doesn't matter. Na'Vi looking to move in for more. They chase down Gogi. Pick up a second. The play comes through, and Na'Vi not only getting almost certainly the tower, picking up 2 kills as well as Elements, just constantly being scouted out by General's play on the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, they're trying to do whatever they can to defend the towers, but no ultimate. If Na'Vi just start the fight on them with that Spirit Breaker, General scouting out on the Nyx Assassin, it's not going to go well at all.
Yeah, they're pretty much relying on a good Boulder Smash to stop them, and it just unfortunately for them, LeBron came out on his own way out as he died.
Yeah, this is quite troublesome, right? Elements have the lineup that kind of want to be taking the fight to them with their DK. I guess they do have the potential later on with the Sark when he picks up his Shadow Blade. But, I mean, they need something. They need to win a fight. Or Na'Vi is just going to keep steamrolling them for now, especially with that Troll Warlord farming out of control.
I'll take that.
Looking for the armlet, of course, next to this game. And, yeah, definitely no reason not to get it in this match. And, well, as I say that, he's changed his mind. King is going to go for the Midas. Is that the right call to make, getting the Midas on the DK this kind of game over the armlet?
Probably. Yeah. Honestly, even if you got the armlet, it would take quite a bit of time for him to get it at this rate, and it wouldn't do enough. So he's looking for the, long picture, big picture. Looking farther down the road here.
Yeah, that's the overall on the net worth between the Dragon Knight and the OD. It's only about a 300 gold difference. So I think it's keeping up.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's just the OD does so much damage to him with the Troll ultimate.
It is, yeah. It's just that, as you mentioned, just that whole kind of concept between the two of them. It's so hard for Ping to really do anything about the OD unless he has a lot of control from his team, which he does have.
They do have the
can
control.
land the team fights, yeah.
But Na'Vi have been starting the fights first. General's been scouting them out on his Nyx Assassin, and they followed up with the charge. And then Elements are just never in a position to start the fight on their terms.
Swift Ending has got the money for the Shadow Blade, so we'll see what he can do with that. But I mean, it just feels like going back to the other Elements games where he's played the Slark. it's very rare that he really gets much done with the Shadow Blade. We've seen him sometimes just opt for getting the Shadow Blade, and then he will continue to proceed to farm. We'll see if he tries to be a little more proactive this time around with the purchase. And still comes at a good time.
I definitely think he'll feel like he needs to make these sort of moves to help try to keep his team in the game. He's doing pretty well, and with the Darkseer Ion Shell, he's got a lot of damage to kill some of these heroes like the Rubik, Nyx Assassin. But it's difficult. Na'Vi are kind of sticking together. They're protecting each other as they move across the map, so it's not going to be easy for him at all.
And it looks like Elements keeping themselves together again on this bottom lane. Maybe preparing to fight behind Swift Ending, who's straight into the lane. Has he actually got the Shadow Blade on him? I think he has on the slot, right, hasn't he? Yeah, so Na'Vi almost certainly will have seen it there as he farms the wave, so they know that it's there.
They know it's there. But this tower doesn't look like they want to defend.
No?
You know? It's so low already, they know that there are people in the area. It's not worth it. They're just going to trade.
Yeah, putting some damage onto the tier 2. I mean, they'll certainly take that. I mean, that tier 1 down the bottom is always a little bit of a death trap to hold on to.
Yeah, that's a very, very hard tower to defend. So easy to just wrap around. Now Na'Vi are just going to force Roshan. This could potentially be dangerous. A pit fight against Warlock, Darkseer, and Earth Spirit. Lots of AoE between them.
They've got all the ultimates.
Do they realize this is happening fast enough,
they're just split up across the map, though, Elements. They're not in a position to head into the pit. They're slowly coming up from the bottom lane, some of them.
They probably have a hunch, but they're maybe not aware of how fast it's being done with the Troll.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to go down completely uncontested.
They're going to get this one for free, Na'Vi. And it's just too fast. As Pycat grabs the A just 17 minutes in. As the Roche done it. I mean, Elements, you know, as we can see, they were grouped up. They were slowly, I believe, cottoning on to the idea that it was getting taken down, the Roshan, but it's just a little bit too late.
Yeah, it's also pretty difficult for them blocking against the Nyx Assassin when he scouts out the team fight.
Yeah,
and
General's been a nuisance, yeah.
Yeah, Na'Vi don't really take any damage dealing Roche, right? They have the Vlads to sustain, so if they do come in, they'll be taking just pretty much a straight-on 5v5, and even with the Warlock, they might be at too big of a deficit right now to feel confident taking that fight, but now it looks even worse, right? We've got to deal with this Aegis Troll.
Yeah, he's nearly got a Manta style as well.
Yeah, there's a chance that Warlock drops the ultimate, lands the Fatal Bonds, and they still don't come out super on top of the fight.
I mean, we could certainly have a bit of a poke at Pycat. If he actually sees him, that is the thing. Of course, Pycat actually able to get himself on the other side of the tree line. And unwittingly avoiding that, but in the river, he and General find the pick off onto LeBron. General scouts him out, makes the quick play. And up top as well, we are going to see Gogi and Ping coming very close comfort to both Dundee and Sinatra, but they're already backing away from this one. The two of them on Na'Vi. General heading over, but he has been scouted out. Elements know this.
Yep, and General's just right back at it, scouting again.
Drop another sentry. They want to catch him, but it's not going to happen. General not coming anywhere near the tier 2. I'll lay down another. Just a vision so important for Elements.
Yeah.
Keeping eyes on the Nyx Assassin and just protecting their jungle so they can get the farm that they need for the DK and the slug.
That is one thing they can do. If they can Observer and Sentry some areas and perhaps find the Nyx Assassin coming into them and they can just kill him instantly to start a team fight that way. Definitely something that they could use to start a good fight on their terms.
Pycat still not having all the space in the world. 1k ahead of the slot. Swift Ending is doing his best to keep at least moving at the same rate, but he needs a bit more than that to close the gap. And again, we're seeing this thing with the Shadow Blade, just unable to find any action. He's had it for a few minutes, and nothing that's kind of causing issues for Na'Vi. Na'Vi certainly seem to look very confident with just the control they have of the map, at least their own half of it, and not feeling the necessity really to go over to that of Elements at this point in time, and certainly just wait for Elements to come to them.
Yeah, ever since they saw that Shadow Blade bottom, they've been kind of protecting each other with their movements. You know, Spirit Breaker is always nearby, the OD's with teammates, making it very, very difficult for Slark to find any pickoffs. And we picked up the Shadow Blade, but nothing has really happened with it.
I'll need to get this tower down here, and the rest of them are around Pycat, so definitely playing the waiting for Elements to come to them. As they want some sort of reaction to come through so they can counterplay the team fight. And to start complete on Pycat. Elements are going to stand their ground up top and we'll find the tier 1, but Na'Vi are starting to put pressure onto this tier 2 on the bottom.
I feel like they just need to use the Warlock ultimate. You know, even if the fight isn't great for them, if it's like a 2-for-2, that still sounds like a win for them at this stage of the game, because these towers are just dropping for free all across the map.
And they have this team fight, yeah. They're just not finding the chance to use it. See what they can do now as Na'Vi have pushed this lane all the way back in. Element is starting to back up. But Na'Vi, they're straight out of there. Hurricane Pike complete on Dendi.
What did they really get for that? I mean, Na'Vi just took 2 towers.
They got a tier 1 and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like enough. Although I guess Ping does have his Blink Dagger if he wants to go for that now.
And Echo Saber's done that for Swift as well.
Okay, so potentially 2 big items being picked up right now. But are they really going to wait this Aegis out? It doesn't seem like they can afford to just sit back and farm at this stage of the game.
It is a lot of time that Na'Vi's just farming that a little faster.
Like Slark, I don't feel like Slark can compete with Troll on even net worth. Feels like he needs to be slightly ahead to be able to, you know, kite him in and out, survive his burst when his ultimate comes out, and just keep re-entering the fight. Dendi actually finished the full Hurricane Pike on OD. He's going for Blink Dagger next. It's pretty good defensively for keeping him safe in these fights. He has Astral, and now he has the Pike to keep some distance. Yeah, this Troll looks like a problem.
It really is. It's the Troll situation we've seen time and time again already today.
He just gets some alone time in the jungle, runs around the map, pushes some towers, pretty much uncontested, and then he's also great at doing a Roshan. He just has so many things he can do.
That's going to be the Aegis expiring. And we did have the smoke picked up on the Warlock, and yeah, so Goga, I think, yeah, they were waiting for the Aegis to time out, and now on cue, go for the smoke movement. What can they find, though? Already Pipe on the high ground.
So they did see him there. He just killed that ward there. But Na'Vi are pretty much there. They're ready if this engagement does happen.
Yeah. And Ping's just going to walk in. He's going to jump in with the Dragon Tail, but immediately Sneko with another strike knocks him back. They'll put the Magnetize down, but Sneko just charges out, and the rest of Na'Vi are already gone.
That 5-man movement from Elements has just been completely disengaged from really nothing from Na'Vi.
And now they've got to be careful about Na'Vi coming back in onto this.
Tower is under attack.
Swift is lucky that General didn't spot him out a little bit quicker, and yeah, they'll look towards LeBron, burn his mana, jump forward, he'll try and roll himself away, but General's there with the block. At the end of the day, the smoke from Elements not achieving anything and ends up giving a kill away to Na'Vi.
And that was even with Na'Vi just casually coming in, de-warding them. Yeah. Just nothing really going very well for Elements right now. They made one move and it just kind of backfired.
See if they can do anything to stop this push. I mean, the tier 2, look how low it is. It's
super low, but they looks like they just want to fight.
Yeah.
They actually didn't use any big cooldowns.
No, they've still got the ultimates, yeah.
Yeah, and so spots out the Sentry Observer Ward combo right there, thanks to his passive.
Looks like Na'Vi respect that. You know, they know that they'll be pushing into these ultimates. They're in no rush. You know, they say, Pike out, just chill out, get your BKB. They can wait for the next row shift necessary, get the Aegis, get the cheese. And that's going to be pretty much go time for Na'Vi. There's no reason for them to try and fight without those things done at this stage. There's not really any pressure being put on to them by Elements at this stage.
They've got to feel pretty comfortable right now. They know that they can just sit back, play their game, keep scaling as much as they can. Like, I think we've seen maybe 2 rocks at this stage of the game. There's been tons of downtime, but Elements aren't really putting themselves in positions where they can use it very easily.
No.
They tried to go for that smoke top, pretty unsuccessful. I mean, they still even had the Astral in case anything did happen, but maybe Swift gets revealed here? No, okay, they kind of both just go their separate ways, but General scouts out almost the entire team of EPG just in their jungle for now.
Yeah, that's really been General's role this game. It's giving a lot of information for Na'Vi.
Yeah, Na'Vi now know that there are basically 5 heroes in the bottom lane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, they'll fortify Na'Vi, but not showing any shine of actually coming down towards this tier 2. See what their plan is to do so in return. They pick up the BKB on Pycat. Him and Sneko are the tier 3s on the bottom lane. Now see them start to head forward. We'll see if they do hold with the fortification, but looks like they'll just let that one go. So Elements this time, to be fair, they get a tower, and Na'Vi are just split up farming the map. No interest in actually finding a direct objective in return.
Yep, a tower not worth defending in their eyes. It is not the easiest tower to defend. Typically your safe lane towers, it's the easiest place for the enemy to kind of wrap around and come from all these different angles at. It's hard to walk into your jungle if they've been playing in there because they can ward it up. And especially against the Stark, he knows if you can see him or not. So they choose not to. Pycat does have the BKB now, so I can't imagine that anything like that is going to happen anymore.
Top lane, they wait out the Dark Pack, time it perfectly, and Swift Ending's gone. That's your carry down and out
50 seconds.
in a couple of hits.
Dire's top
Not
tower
great for Elements. And
So
yeah,
many threats on the map for Stark
well,
this game. You've got the
there
Spirit
really is.
Breaker charge, Nyx. He's just been running around this entire game invis looking for heroes like that on the side lanes.
Yeah. And Pycat, once he's got the diffuser on top of the BKB, it's going to be deadly. In the trot.
Well, there still is that big team fight hope from them. Pycat does have BKB, but they have more than, you know, they have a lot of AoE, right? They've got the Darkseer combo with the Warlock, even DK when he ults has some AoE damage. But look at this. This makes it so hard to defend these towers when you just
Dire's
get
middle tower
hit like that by the Hurricane Pike.
Yeah, Dandy just coming in, getting a few cheap shots. Starting to stack up the int. Plus 28 already stored in the Magical Rod. Elements now carefully coming forward, but again, look at Saneko's position. He's ready to charge him from the sideline. He may just go for Gogi if he sees an opportunity, and he is. Straight into the back of the Warlock. Dendy moves forward, takes him down. Mitch will come forward, tries for the ultimate there, but he gets stunned straight away in Elements. They've lost 4, and Swift could only hope by shadow dancing and running himself the hell away from that. And it's so hard for them to execute their team fight now with the lead that Na'Vi have. The damage that was done there by Dendy as he just drops the sanities, and of course the int in comparison is absolutely massive. And he's moving in, looking for Swift. Swift pounces back all the way back to the fountain. As the fortification will come out from Elements, but Na'Vi power through. And what can they do? Gogi just gets ripped to pieces by this OD. Dendy too far ahead. The well played's getting spammed out by Na'Vi. They know that this one is very close to being in the bag. The middle lane rack's taken down.
They can't even enter these team fights. Slark can't find the way to get in. Who does he even hit? There's like OD is just gonna Astral whoever Slark focuses, and Slark doesn't really, he can't survive long enough to do much more after that really.
Dragon Tail here, they managed to jump in and they do catch out General. Elements get themselves a kill. Rest of Na'Vi out of there though. Roshan is up, but they're going to want to wait until they have General back. There's no need to take any risks here for Na'Vi. Wait and be careful about the ult. Still as Chaotic Offering still there, along with the Vacuum Wall. Now, I mean, if Elements could take it, that would be brilliant, but they do not really have the lineup for bringing down Roshan quickly at all. So, unlikely.
Yeah, they just want to force something. Force an objective, force some fight before General comes back up, but it's only 15 seconds.
It's not a lot of time.
I mean, Na'Vi, no, they are doing everything they can not to get caught right now. There's like 2 heroes in the top lane just hiding underneath the tier 2 tower, trying not to feed until General's back alive.
Yeah. And poor old Gogi, he's level 8 at 30 minutes. That's never fun.
Oh no, not at all.
He's,
he has big dreams though, working on that hand of
and he's nearly got it, bless him.
That is true.
Oh.
That's how badly he wants the Midas. He's that close. I mean, he's once he gets. Anyways,
I feel kind of bad. You don't do that if you're a happy bunny.
No, definitely not.
You do that if you're a tilted
He's about
bunny.
to lose his Midas gold right now too. No.
Oh no, Gogi, not like this.
And he.
Did he just give it away as well? Oh.
Yeah, he's got it. And meanwhile, Pycat is
poor
soloing
old
Roche.
Gogi. He must be a mental wreck. Now he's lost it. Na'Vi's broken him. Na'Vi has broken him.
He just wanted that Midas so badly.
Did he get it?
No.
He didn't.
He only lost like 70 gold from his death, but still, that's at his current farm rate. This is looking like an eternity.
Sell the smoke. Buy your Midas. Just sell the smoke. Oh,
Goes
he
for the
bought
treads.
Oh.
Life is rough.
Oh no.
You know, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, right? Close to that medallion now. Midas, maybe not the right choice.
Oh. Okay. Well, at least he's 6 slotted now. You know.
He is.
He's
He's
6
maxed
slotted.
out.
In his world, he's 6 slotted.
He definitely is.
Come on, Go. You got this, Go.
He's got sentry wards for days now, too.
Yeah, look at that. He's even starting to stack out his backpack, you know.
Well, yeah. You know, every team needs a player like this, right? When times are tough, they've just gotta suck it up and buy sentry wards. But here comes the push. Pycat standing in upheaval. Nothing can really be done to him right now.
No, and wow, what was that hurricane pipe there? My goodness, we went through multiple dimensions there with that. He can get shoved all over the place. Oh. Here we go. Charge out onto Mitch. Na'Vi ready to go for the aggressive plays. They land the stun onto the DK. Pycat moves in with the BKB. The chaotic offering comes down, as well as Na'Vi committing everything for this one. Jumping in now onto the Earth Spirit. LeBron's out, down, double kill for Pycat as Mitch chased down here, but does manage to get the blink off in time. Swift trying to escape. He's running into the sidelines. It's like, yeah, they've got the vision. They'll drop down another sentry, but Swift does get himself out in time. Gogi, though, bless him, he doesn't. He's gone. 4-man vacuum. That's nice, Na'Vi say, but we'll take the victory. And 22-4, 31 minutes in, the game is over, Brax. Poor old Elements.
Indeed. That was a tough one. I
I
really wanted him to get his Midas. I feel like
I wanted Gogi to get his Midas. I think we all did. We all did. So, yeah, just a moment for Gogi and his Warlock there. As it was a tough, but